The alleged serial killer known as the Grim Sleeper, terrorizing southern Los Angeles for years. At least 16 female victims are shot, strangled, sexually assaulted, then dumped on the streets like trash. Tonight, we go inside the Grim Sleeper murder investigation.
He prayed at night, trolling the streets of South Central LA for victims.
8 murders and an attack on a potential 9th victim who got away.
This bullet ripped right through me. I came to, and he's helping himself to my body like he had a right.
Over the next 2 decades, he would take many more lives.
Then a major break. They picked up a piece of uneaten pizza crust along with some eating utensils. They had a match between Franklin and the DNA found on victims.
They can finally put a name to the Grim Sleeper, Lonnie David Franklin Jr.
And with us tonight is the Southern California, Los Angeles reporter that broke this case open. She is the subject of a Lifetime movie, Grim Sleeper, that is premiering this weekend on Lifetime. Christine Pelisek, thank you so much for joining us. I have heard of you, and I would just want to know, take us from the beginning. How did you learn about all these women that were being murdered? And really, it seemed like on the outside, nothing was being done.
Well, I actually found out about it in 2006 when I got a list of from the coroner's office. He actually had a list of women body dumps from 2002 and 2006, and I ended up looking at the list and going through the list and finding out that 2 of the cases, a 2002 case and a 2003 case, were linked to a series of shooting murders back in the 80s, and that's how I originally found out about it.
And you know, Christine, I'm from Southern California. I was in law school during that time. We didn't hear about it on the news. We didn't hear anything about it. But now you broke it open, and there is a Lifetime movie that you are the subject of. In that, we want to show everybody a little bit of you being portrayed.
I love the juicy color. I'm coming back to get my toes done. The same color.
Hi, Margaret. We see you again.
All right.
Excuse me. Margaret Lincoln? Your son told me I could find you here.
My son. You been in my house?
Yes, well, I couldn't find a phone number. So, I work for the LA Weekly. I'm doing research for crimes that happened in the 80s, and I came across a story of how you were attacked.
I don't know who you think you are, but you need to get up out of my business, okay?
Margaret, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
I will kick your ass into next Tuesday, okay?
I don't think it's me you want to take down. I think it's the man who assaulted you.
Assault? You make it sound so polite. He tried to kill me cold.
Well, can you tell me anything about him?
I don't give a man 2 thoughts. But if the Lord God is good, and I know he is, then the bastard is burning in hell right now.
I don't think he is in hell. I think that he's still out there, and he's still attacking and killing other women.
And that is from Lifetime's original movie, The Grim Sleeper. I want to ask you, how did the case get broken open to then arrest the man we're looking at right there, Lonnie Franklin, who is now charged now for 10 murders, but it's believed that he has committed many, many more?
Well, his DNA was not in any CODIS database, so one of the problems with trying to find him was that he left his semen and saliva behind on his victims, but he wasn't in any CODIS database. So what they tried to do in 2008, they tried to do a familial DNA search, looking for a relative, a male relative of the killer. And so they attempted to do it in 2008, and it didn't work. And they tried it again in 2010, and it hit on a 28-year-old who was living in South Los Angeles, but they knew he was related to the killer, but he wasn't the killer because he would have been too young. And so they actually looked at, there was 2 people they followed. They followed his uncle, who lived out in Rancho Cucamonga, about 90 miles away, and his father, Lonnie Franklin Jr., who lived smack dab in the epicenter of where all the murders happened.
And the Grim Sleeper has not yet gone to trial. That is set at this point for July of this year. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Watch that Lifetime movie, and you can watch the original movie, The Grim Sleeper, this Saturday, March 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. That's on Lifetime.